What's up, guys? It is almost 3 o'clock now today, and trying something new. Today starts my first day of intermittent fasting. So basically what I'll be doing is I will eat from like 2 to 3 p.m. and then I'll end my eating window at 10 p.m. Maybe 11. So that's about 16 hours of fasting, 15 or 16 hours of fasting usually. So that is what I'm planning to do. What I've found is after I've come back from the trip, I'm tending to eat more than my 1700 calories, 17 or 1800 calories I'm allowing. So I'm going to try intermittent fasting to cut down the eating window and give my body the impression that I'm actually eating more. Anyway, guys, as you'll know, if you watched the last few videos, I am starting a new program. It's by the same guys that I did the last program for, and as always, I'm going to link it in the description. But anyway, this first week has just finished, and it's 4 days a week, and that's also going to be next week and the week after. That's what I'll be doing. After that, I'm going to up it to 5 days a week for the next 3 weeks. So it's going pretty well. Haven't really kept track of my weight, really. So starting tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm going to actually get tracking on that again. I do know that I haven't really moved. I've stayed about the same, 155 to 156, so I'm satisfied with that. Anyway, guys, it's time to eat. It's 3 o'clock. What's up, guys? My eating window is coming to an end. It's not quite over just yet. It is 9:36. So right now I just want to show you guys where I'm at, kind of give you my thoughts on how today went. So far today I pretty much had like 3 meals altogether, and that's bringing my macros to 189 carb, 41 fat, 117 protein. I still need to fill up my protein. I need to get it to about 150 or 160 still. So since that's where I'm at, I'm basically just trying to piece together the rest of the puzzle tonight. So this is what I'm going to do to keep carbs and fat low for this meal, but keep protein moderately high, just at least to reach my protein goal. I'm having some fat-free cottage cheese. I'm going to do 1 serving of this because it's only 6 carbs I'm adding to that. Alright. Next thing I'm having is this turkey breast. Now, I just have to have it by itself right now because I'm trying to fill up my protein. But this is pepper. It's pretty good by itself anyway. This has 11 grams of protein per serving, so I'm going to have 2 servings of this, so that's 4 ounces. It's quite a bit, but I got to do that. So with that, that's going to bring my protein to about 151, 152. So that's what I need. And it's going to bring my carbs to about 200. So I actually pretty much hit it exactly. I'm going to be about 1750 on my calories, which is fine. I usually give myself about 100 calories more or less, and that's usually the safe zone I try to set. But anyway, now it's time to talk about how the first day went. So I started at 3, and I kind of felt excited for it, because like, okay, great, I can have all this food and everything. But then you realize, like, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, this is not really like a diet or anything. It's basically what I was doing before, except I'm just changing the times that I eat. This is going to help me a lot with like being able to go out and have what I want instead of limiting everything so much whenever I go with my friends to eat. So that should be okay. And since I do work a few days out of the week, it works pretty well because I work from 7 to 3 and I can just start my eating schedule right after work. So that's pretty good. And it keeps me busy. I'm not going to be focused on hunger. So tonight was a little bit of a learning experience. Still, like, you still got to be careful. You got to pick the right foods. And you just got to stay conscious of where you're at. So I filled up my carbs and my fats pretty much instantly right off the bat. So now I'm stuck trying to fill up my protein, and I'm actually super full right now. So it's kind of interesting. Usually at the end of the night I'm feeling kind of hungry still. It's kind of a bit different this time. I actually don't want to finish. I don't want to eat anything more. It feels like I completely went over my macros today, and that's just because I didn't eat till 3 o'clock. So it's pretty much doing what I'm expecting it to, which is nice. And I realize I'm kind of rambling right now because this is just my first thoughts of it, because I really haven't done intermittent fasting before. But I want to give you guys a perspective of where I'm starting at with it. A lot of times with what I see is when people are doing intermittent fasting, they've actually been doing it for a while or they've done it before. So they pretty much have made some mistakes. They've pretty much figured out what they can and can't do. So it doesn't seem too difficult. So by starting this from the very beginning, I have no experience with intermittent fasting. It's just good to have a different perspective, because this is not a perspective I usually see from the people that I follow. So anyway, tomorrow I'm probably going to do a full day of eating. It's pretty much going to be the things that I usually eat. I'm just going to be a little bit more in detail with it, and it's going to be me figuring out how my eating schedule will work out for me. When I'm going to have big meals, when I'm not going to have big meals. It's all experimental. And that's something I've kind of realized with dieting down and doing all this and losing all this weight right now is I see it more like I'm experimenting with my body now, and opposed to just trying to reach goals and things. And it's really interesting. And it's keeping me motivated, it's keeping me inspired to keep on going, because I want to learn everything I can about my own body, just to make it easier for me, because I am young, I'm only 21 years old, and I'm trying to figure out a lifestyle that's going to work best for me, because this is a long-term thing. I'm not doing this stuff just to lose a bunch of weight and then go right back to where I was. It's not the goal of this. In the past, I've lost about the same amount of weight, but I did it about twice as fast. And as soon as I got off that program, all that diet that I was doing, the weight just came right back on when I started school and everything. So I've been taking this summer, this break, to really figure out a lifestyle that works well with me, so I can keep it a lifestyle. So anyway guys, enough of me rambling on. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.